What's going on? It's Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I got my ladies with me. We got PC, Purple Curry with the boot on, and then Rita Ree. Let me first start this video off by saying Happy Mother's Day to all of the ladies, all of the baby mamas. And listen, the same way that I'm extending a Happy Mother's Day to you guys, when Father's Day roll around, I don't want y'all extending a Happy Father's Day to the mothers. We separating it. We're gonna go Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day, okay? Y'all wanna take the elevator or y'all wanna take the escalator? Gotcha. So, I was reviewing a clip from Lapeef Let's Talk that dropped yesterday. So it dropped on Saturday. It was the last clip that dropped on Saturday. And it was specifically speaking about the Lapeef Let's Talk show at the end where we were talking about money. And we were specifically talking about what the expectations should be when we looking to raise our kids and all that other type of stuff, right? Here you go ahead. Ooh, you got the Travis Scott's on. I see you, big dog. All right. Talk to him then. But you know, I'm perplexed. I am. And let me tell you the reason that I'm perplexed. We're going to go to the third floor. I was talking to my daughter today, in the car specifically.
I was saying that I wanted a job because I can get that cash money, right now I'm saying.
My daughter wants a job so she can get that.
So I can get that cash money. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it.
Why do you need cash money? Why do you need cash money?
Money. Say money.
But I make sure you're taken care of with everything.
Money, like.
We should go in the Rolex store real quick.
You already have one. You don't need it.
I have a bunch of them.
Is it gonna be an investment? Is it gonna be an investment?
They're all an investment.
Right.
Well, I don't think they got anything that I need anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Plus, I don't see my girl there. Is that what she's over somebody else?
Oh, I hate them.
We'll come back. We're gonna start from the top and work our way from the bottom. But anyways, I've decided that I'm not gonna have Leslie have a job. She's gonna run my company, one of my companies. What company are you running? You don't even remember? What company are you running?
The shoe company.
So she's gonna be running my sneaker company that I got already, right? And I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna have you getting no job because the thing that I want to have her do is learn lessons, right? And I was teaching her about this in the car, and I said, yo, you know, I'm not gonna stop you from going out and get a job and all of this other type of stuff. And we were solutioning for different things. I said, but this is what I would do. I'm gonna let you do what you do because I want my daughter to learn, sometimes fail in a controlled environment so that she can then learn the lesson. But the more important thing is that she learns the lesson. Now I'm gonna bring this back to the Lapeef Let's Talk show in a minute, but then we came to the conclusion, I said, yo, you know too much about drip, you know too much about what it is that I'm doing from a financial perspective. And my companies, I'm gonna let you run my sneaker company. So Leslie is going to now be the president of my sneaker company, and she's going to be taken care of and running that. But let's bring it back to the Lapeef Let's Talk show now, right? On the Lapeef Let's Talk show, one of the points that was being made is the average person striving, in my opinion, to be average. Well, Anton, you don't speak to the majority. Anton, that's not your situation. Anton, why would you tell people that they need to strive for something that's more than... Yeah, we gotta go that way. Anton, why would you tell people to strive for something more than average? Because the average person will never be in the top 10%, the top 5%, so on and so forth. There's only a small segment of the population that could be in the top whatever percent that you want to frame it as, right? And I was just absolutely amazed at that conversation. Come on, let's go this way. I was amazed at that conversation because it's like, and I was trying to convince him like, yo, just because the majority of the population is gonna settle for being in a specific segment or demographic financially, that does not mean that that has to be you. Listen, there's a lot of people that teach you the practical information behind finances. Dave Ramsey, Pocket Watching with JT, that's my dog. I think that he gives you the practical information to get you to the starting line, get you out of debt, helps you to understand certain things, so on and so forth. But I am not teaching the people that rock with me that. I give them that in order to springboard into the new information, which is one of the reasons why I got the Patreon, is because it's a barrier to entry for people that really, really is looking to level up and do the work. Link to the Patreon if you want to rock with us is down in the description. We doing a live stream. I think we got one this afternoon. We doing part 3. If I'm showing them exactly what it is that they need to do in order to build their business. And I'm taking them through it in a real life scenario. So we building businesses. We selected a location. We got 3 locations, but we got to narrow it down to one. We're going to build the application. I'm taking them through the entire thing. I'm investing the money in and I'm giving them equity. So that link is in the description if you want to tap into the Patreon. If you need personal coaching, go to my website, AntonDaniels.com. Send me an email and we're going to get you popping, right? We're going to get you scheduled. But I don't teach that. I don't teach average. And listen, that's why I'm not for everybody, because everybody don't get it. If you want to be average, you have a choice. But don't get mad at me because I don't subject myself to an average mindset or the average way of thinking as far as what it is that we're looking to do. We're looking to win in every single aspect of life. Of all my favorite stores out here, I would say the Detroit shop is probably one of them. I mean, it has everything that represents my childhood. It even got old old door handles. Well, this doesn't necessarily represent my childhood, but I love the nostalgia associated with it. When I was looking at this, right, a lot of people don't know nothing. All of these different radio stations and stuff like that. I love this shirt, even though the alphabet community is trying to take over. It's just so much dope stuff, you know, as I think about the Olympia. People don't know nothing about Olympia Entertainment. These skateboards, I think about the different spaces that I want to put together and things like that. Let me show you what's really fire. Oh, the old school Pistons jerseys. You got the Isaiah Thomas. Oh my gosh. Grant Hill. We might have to get the Grant Hill throwback. I think that I got to pick that up. I got to pick up the Grant Hill throwback. But no. Listen, guys, let's get back to exactly what we was talking about. Why would I teach average? I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, there's people there for that. I'm not teaching you to try to be average. I'm teaching you to shoot past average. And if you just so happen to land in the upper middle class, then that's awesome. But why would I even limit myself and then teach you to limit yourself when my goal is to actually make you a better version of me? Like, I want you to be better than me. And then I was like kind of going through the comments, because I very rarely read comments on the Lapeef Network. But I was going through the comments of the video because I wanted to see what the sentiment was for the people that watched the video. And it's funny, it's almost like it's a reason why it's the 10%, because less than 10% of the people actually got what I was trying to say. And they like, yeah, I like that. Make sure that you teach your daughter to be, subject yourself to any man or whatever. No. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Daddies take care of their daughters. I'm hand grooming her husband, and there's no way that I'm ever going to subject herself to the nonsense that a lot of people are trying to require them. Now listen, if you run across a good dude, especially when you're young, if you run across a good dude, he has a lot of potential and he has a lot of motivation and things like that, then cool. I'm with that. I have no problem with that. But I'm not going to teach her to settle for anything just for the sake of having a man. No, I mean, it's a whole nother mindset that you got to be associated with in order to continue to be successful. And that's just me. So, I understand that I'm not... Ooh, look at the Motown shirt. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I understand that it's not for everybody. It's only for a select group of people. Maybe I just so happen to be one of them. But I can't, man. I'm not about to lower my standards just for the sake of what everybody else wants, because whenever I see the majority of the population is going to fail. The majority of the population is going to fall into a middle class that's being absolutely decimated. Why would I subject you to something that's going away? Right? In order to be successful, you got to be a creator. You have to work hard, especially as a man. I speak to men mostly, and then women catch the residuals. But you have to be a man. You got to take care of business. You got to be on top of things. Why would I try to convince you to do anything other than be able to live the life that you really want to live, which is what the majority of the population want? That's the thing that we teach. Do the thing that's actually going to generate the most revenue, so you can then do what you want to do for the rest of your life. You listen. The days of a pension is gone. The days of just subjecting yourself to the idea of, oh man, I just want to work a regular job and retire. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. There's always going to be a need for a middle class. I'm just saying that I am not interested in being in it. That was never my goal. I was looking at my old high school thing where you have to write what it is that you want to do when you grow up and all of that. All of my stuff had crazy dreams. And that's the reason why I manifested it. But I wasn't going to be able to do it by subjecting myself to this short-term mindset that wasn't going to yield the results that I really, really wanted. And you shouldn't either, right? I'm never going to advocate that you shoot for regular. If you land in regular, cool. Definitely never land in poverty rocking with me. I don't know anybody that is regularly married. I know people that are successfully married. That's what I teach people. And I don't teach people how to exist or just to get married. I try to give them the game so that they can experience what it is that I experience from a marriage perspective. And that extends into everything that we do. What we do, we don't separate it, right? We don't say, yo, we're just going to get this much. Hey, look. We don't separate. We don't make phone calls and then say, hey, you can be regular on money, but you can be phenomenal on marriage. No, we say you can be phenomenal on everything. You can be phenomenal on marriage. You can be phenomenal on money. You can be phenomenal on spirituality. And then it's funny. The other aspect of it is they say, well, Anton is not a Christian because he's a capitalist. What? I feel like I should be able to get a Verner's out of here. Only 75 cents? Oh, wow. They really do have it in there. Pull? Is that real? Can you really pull that? It's real cans in there. I wonder how long those has been in there. Well, let me leave that alone before I have to buy it. That is sick. It's real cans in there. Hey Rita, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Should we be teaching average?
No.
You don't want to be average and regular? I don't agree either.
What should I get?
I don't know.
Rock and
Get
rock?
whatever one you want.
Rock and rock?
Whichever you like.
I may not have been paying any attention because I only come in a couple hours to help out with breaks.
Chicago Stadium, that's the Forum. Olympia, Madison Square Garden, Boston Garden. Where's that, Toronto?
What's that?
Right there?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at these hockey pucks they
There were a lot
signed.
fewer teams in the league back then, too.
Wow. Did they only play in these stadiums?
Yeah, that's the original six. That's the only place they played.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. I might have to pick this up.
After hours and hours,
All your stickers.
we're still here
Yeah, this is the sticker
at this place.
we have them on display.
Happy Mother's Day to my mother. I don't know why they won't just let me do my segment. Happy Mother's Day to my mother. I love you. And I realized that I need to spend more time with them because I love them and cherish them very much. Now, I gotta go back over there because they're getting suspicious.
You know who that is appearing us on that picture?
Yeah,
Who?
that's Marvin Gaye right there.
No, it's not. It's Stevie Wonder.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I think ultimately there's always going to be haves and those that don't have, especially since the middle class is completely going away. I'd rather be on the side of the people that have than the people that don't. And some people get it, and it's a very simple concept. You shoot for the moon, hopefully you hit a star. And worst case scenario, you out of this atmosphere, but you certainly not coming back to Earth. We way above it. We way gonna get it. We definitely gonna get it. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully you catch the message. If not, maybe what it is that I talk about as far as the effort and the grind that comes along with it is not for you. The biggest thing that I really don't understand is the mindset that you can't be a Christian if you're working really, really hard to make sure that you secure the bag and taking care of business. You know, the funny thing is that most people that hear me talk about securing the bag, they always think it's only associated with money, and it's not. It's associated with becoming the best version of yourself and leveling up in every way possible. And then the money comes with it. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. Have y'all ever read the story about the talents in the Bible? Maybe you should. And then maybe you'll have a completely different mindset when it comes to taking care of business and being on your grind, because I'd rather be me than you if you live in a life of laziness talking about I want to be content. I don't want to be content. I don't want to be happy. Happiness is a state of mind. That's not what I'm chasing. I can be that anyway, just by existing. I want to grow. Growth comes from being uncomfortable. There's always lessons associated with it. And if you look at any major character in the Bible, all of them have stories of growth. Again, maybe we just all translating it differently and we looking at it differently. But don't worry about it. I'm never going to try to be you, and I'm sure you're not going to try to be me, and we ain't got to worry about it. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Shout out to my bag chasers, yo.